Hello and welcome back to another one. I'm Will.
And I'm Linda.
And this is Will Weekly.
Hey, Linda.
And we're doing a movie review. Jurassic World, Fallen Kingdom.
Fallen Kingdom.
This is a spoiler free, so you don't have to worry about, if you haven't watched the movie yet. No spoilers, okay, Linda?
Okay, I'll try my best.
No spoilers on this one. You got it?
I got it.
Okay, let's do this then. So Jurassic World, Fallen Kingdom. It starts off, pretty much, you've seen it in the trailers. We could talk about mainly what people seen in the trailers. The volcano that's in this island is set to erupt and all hell is going to break loose. And it's up to Chris Pratt's character and what's her name to save the day. What's her name again? Claire.
Claire.
Yeah, played by Bryce Dallas Howard. They got to save the day. They got to save as many of these dinosaurs as possible.
I know.
Okay, so Linda, what did you think about this movie? Let's start with you.
I think that it really reached higher of my expectations.
Oh, okay, so it went higher than you weren't expecting that much, and it went higher than your expectations.
Yes, I really didn't go in the movie theater thinking that this was gonna be like an incredible movie.
Right.
Just because once they make a lot of the same, sometimes it just doesn't work. They don't really get to make it as good as like the first one or the second one. But this one, I mean, it blew my mind.
It really blew your mind? It really blew your mind?
I loved it. I don't think I really liked. There's little things that I didn't really like, but most of it, 95% of the movie, I loved it.
Okay, so 95% of the movie,
95%
you enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it.
Okay, so after I watched the movie, I enjoyed the movie as well. I was curious to see what people were saying about this movie because I know there's some die-hard Jurassic Park fans. Like, I like the Jurassic Park, but it wasn't my favorite franchise. I know it was one of your favorites.
It was one of my favorites.
Right? So I was curious, and I noticed that the fans were split. Some people loved it, and some people hated it. And I was surprised that some people hated this movie. Because personally, I thought it was very enjoyable. And you know what I realized is that a lot of the Jurassic Park movies kind of have a formula.
Right.
In that things start going well on the island, they start building this adventure land or the Jurassic Park land, for people to come and visit and watch the dinosaurs. And then somewhere in the movie, all hell breaks loose.
Right.
And
this one is different, though.
That's the thing. And that's almost the whole formula for all of these movies, right? And this one it breaks that formula.
It does. It truly
totally breaks that formula.
Different.
And I think some people that are used to seeing a certain thing from Jurassic Park, and they're like, I'm going to go watch this movie, and it's kind of be like this. It's kind of going to be like the other ones. They probably didn't see this coming,
Well, this is the thing. Jurassic Park also is a movie where it's also kind of fun to watch with family.
Right.
It's like, I don't know, it makes you feel like, oh my God, this world really exists.
Right.
This is what happened. It has like these like nice moments, like pretty moments, like where you get to enjoy to see the dinosaurs. But this movie is totally different.
It's totally different.
It doesn't have that. But it's not like it's bad. It's really good. It just doesn't have that part. It doesn't have that nice part of the movie where you relax and you're enjoying the dinosaurs and you're enjoying seeing them and you're enjoying the story of the movie. No, this one is like boom, 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 and doesn't stop.
No, I totally agree. Like the first Jurassic Park, there's these moments where they're just like, oh my God, the dinosaurs. Oh, they're walking among us. Oh, it's so beautiful.
Why? Don't make fun of the dinosaurs. I love them.
Anyway, and like you said, you don't have those moments in this movie. There's no time for that.
No.
There's no time for that. We gotta, this island is about to explode.
I know.
You know what I'm saying? So, if you were going into Jurassic World with this one and you were thinking you're going to see the same old thing, nope. This is a totally different movie. And I appreciate that they took risks and they were thinking outside the box. And they made this one a little bit different. and I thought it was daring. I think it was daring. In some ways it paid off. Some fans were happy about it, and in some ways it backfired because I think traditional fans of the movie or people that just like the originals were like, "Oh, this is too different."
Yeah, but nowadays you can't keep making a movie and keep having the same thing. It's gonna get boring. It's gonna get it's the same thing. No, and so I really like that they did this because,
me too.
Yes, fans are not gonna like. Some fans are not gonna like it, like you said. Some fans do like it. I personally, I'm a fan of Jurassic Park, and still the first one is my favorite. I'm not, that's my favorite of all times. But this one is probably my second favorite of all the Jurassic Park, Jurassic World.
I totally
franchise.
Agree. Besides the first one, not counting the first one, this is probably my favorite in the series. And I want to ask, the fans of the fans that didn't like this movie because it was too different, right? I want to ask you, do you really want to go see a sequel that's almost exactly like the previous one?
Right.
If that's the case, what's the point of making a sequel?
Right.
If it's going to be so similar.
It's going to be all the same.
Of course it has to be different. It has to be different. It has to grow. It has to expand. You know
and let me tell you, the ending, it's just a plot for many more movies to come.
Yep. All right, so there are things that bothered me, so I'm going to get to those really quickly. There's some subplots that I didn't find that interesting. There's a subplot with a little girl, right, that is kind of drawn out, and sometimes you wonder why it's there. And it's almost parts of the movie is almost like setting up for the next movie a little bit too much. The way I see it is almost like it's a transition movie, a transition into being one type of Jurassic World movie to another type of Jurassic. They're kind of almost setting up this new world.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So it feels that way. You get that feeling.
And I agree with that. I agree. The part that how they show this little girl and... at first it's like you wonder what's going on because they keep showing her. They keep showing her. But it was just too much. It's too much. Like, too much. Like, I get it. I get it why they did it, but it was too much about showing the little girl. I like it and everything, but it just didn't make sense why they showed it too much.
Some of the scenes could have been cut out.
Right.
Like, they weren't necessary.
And some of them were, like, silly, too, a little bit.
And distracting. Like, stuff is going on in the island, and then they show this little girl. I'm like, I don't care. I want to see the island. You know what I'm saying?
Actually, the parts of the island were like one of my favorite. It was incredible.
I totally agree, and that's my second critique of the movie. It was unbalanced. The movie was a little unbalanced. You want to save the best for last.
Right.
This movie had it had a very entertaining ending. But the beginning of the movie, the middle part of the movie was so entertaining, so incredible to watch. This, without giving too much away, this island is ready to explode. All hell breaks loose.
You guys see that on the trailer.
Yeah, you can see that on the trailer.
It's not like we get saying
all hell breaks loose in this island, and it's one of the best 30 minutes of Jurassic Park that I've seen in any of the movies. Because not only is it a dinosaur movie, but it's also a natural disaster.
Which
it's like San Andreas and Jurassic Park combined.
Well, this is the thing. Like the history of dinosaurs is like they disappeared from the world because of that.
Some natural
disaster.
Right.
And it just I really it's a sad part, but at the same time it's like a good part that shows you it makes you feel, oh my God, this really happened.
Right.
This really happened in our history.
Wow, it's kind of sad.
How many centuries ago, but it happened. And you're like, wow. Like, for me, it was like, oh my God, it was a lot to handle. But at the same time, it was something good. Because that has never been shown.
It has never been shown.
Never.
And to be honest with you, I felt like that could have been the whole movie.
Yeah.
I felt like whatever happened afterwards and the mansion and everything else, I felt like that maybe could have been left for another movie, right?
Yeah.
The one
or
after this.
Or a shorter version of it.
Or a shorter version of it.
It was too long, and the island part was too short.
It was too short. It was so good, though. It was so good. You see the lava, and you see the island cracking and the lava coming out. And it could have, the way they could have done it is, what's happening in Hawaii, where little by little is like, the island is cracking and lava slowly. That could have happened. They could have spread it out a little bit more, and then towards the end, boom.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because it was so interesting. The way they did the lava and everything, top notch. Incredible visuals, and some cool new dinosaurs in there as well.
Yeah, I agree, and I mean it's a, I don't know, I don't want to say too much, but yeah, that island part should have been extended a little longer, show more, and you know that was just amazing. And
a lot of funny moments in there as well.
Oh my god, yeah.
There's some
this
funny
movie
characters.
Has a lot of comedies too, which I didn't expect. A
lot of comedy. There's this new character named Franklin. He's like the IT guy, and he's totally out of his element. The actor's named Justice Smith. I don't remember where I've seen him before, but he looked very familiar. And let me tell you, this guy's scream, he has the funniest scream I ever seen in a movie ever.
It's like this nerdy kid that,
oh my god,
I don't know why he's in this island, why they took him. Like, I mean, I get it, like they needed him, but at the same time he was just terrified of being in this island, and it's just the cutest thing.
His scream.
In terms of like comedy on this movie, he stole the show.
He stole the show.
He did. He did.
He really stole the show.
Yeah.
And this movie, it was brilliant for them to add a character like that, because it just added another layer of entertainment to the movie. Yeah. And this kid, whoever he is, amazing job. He cracked me up. Anyway, let's get to the rating. I could keep talking about this movie for a long time, but we gotta wrap it up. Out of 5 stars, I'm giving this. Man, I'm torn between 4 and 4.5. I enjoyed it. I'm giving it 4.5.
I'm giving it 4.5 for sure.
4.5.
For
you
sure.
enjoyed it?
I'm not even thinking about it, for sure.
Yep. So, like I said,
I want to see it again.
If you're expecting the typical Jurassic Park movie, you're gonna be disappointed.
You're not gonna get it.
You're gonna be disappointed. If you're looking for something fresh, then give this movie a shot.
And this is one thing that I was kind of surprised, because I usually expect the typical thing, but this time I really just went in and I just didn't know what was gonna happen. Like you kind of see on the trailer what is happening, but like I didn't really expect anything, and it blew me away. So if you go with that mentality in, and you're not, overthinking, and just enjoy the movie, you're gonna love it.
You're gonna like it. Well, that's it for today's episode, guys. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, hit that subscribe button. Leave us a comment what you think about the movie. Just let us know. And thanks for watching.
Have a good one, guys.
See you guys in the next one.
Bye-bye.
Peace out.